these are things that are not that intuitive. But for now, something to think about. Are the following two situations possible? Situation number one is if I have a complex number and I multiply with a complex number, is it possible to get a real number? Situation number two, is it possible that I have a complex number, I multiply by a real number, and I get a real number? I see some people nodding their head, right? Which one is possible? Number one is possible. Why is number one possible? We actually just saw it, right? What did we do? When we square or when we realize the denominator, that's exactly what we're doing, right? Yeah, this is possible, definitely. Yes. The second situation, is it possible? In a very layman way, why is 2 not possible? Why do you suspect 2 is not possible? Okay, let's say we have like a 3 plus 5i, right? Then we multiply with, say, 4. And then we need to multiply the I with another I to sort of cancel it out, right? Yeah? So we can notice that this is also somewhat similar to like scalar multiplication, like vectors, right? I'm just stretching the phi I component by 4. Illustration of what's happening is, if I have a component that's I like this, and I multiply by a real number, I'm just going to make it either longer or in the opposite direction. Or maybe, yeah, you can multiply by 0, right? And then it sort of like stays here, and arguably that would be real, I don't know. But if you do multiply any other numbers, you're not going to make it real. So this, number 2, is not possible. And hopefully now you start to appreciate the beauty of like an Argand diagram. Otherwise, this will be impossible to prove with the infinite complex numbers and the infinite real numbers. How do you know? Well, I studied vectors. I know this is not possible. This will be really important later on.